What's up, Pugnios? Andy with Allgamesplayed. Excited to share with you guys some interesting information that just released with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. You saw me put Eevee in front because, woo! Let's go Eevee, baby! Gotta watch that tail. Okay, now that I feel more comfortable talking to you guys, go Team Eevee, baby. Hashtag Team Eevee down in the comments down below. Sorry, let's get serious here. I want to talk to you guys the huge data dump that was just mined and released in the last 24 to 48 hours of this video being released. It turns out that a lot of information is out regarding the game. Apparently the ROM was released somehow. I understand that it's encrypted right now, but people are still able to, take out a lot of information. And I'm not here to tell you how to do that, but I did get most of my information from this Twitter guy right here. He's actually putting out updates as they come, but what I'm going to focus today is specifically about shiny hunting. Before we get started on the 5 huge leaks for shiny hunting, I want to let you know we are now entering spoiler territory. So you're warned. If you don't want to have any spoilers, please turn away. But thank you, hit that like and subscribe for more content regarding Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. So, now that we've got spoiler territory out of the window, let's go ahead and talk about the first huge leak with regards to shiny hunting. And it's an unfortunate one. The starters, you heard it, the mascots, Pikachu and Eevee are shiny locked. Unfortunately, you can't soft reset for them. You're going to be able to get what you get. The good thing is, though, is that they are IV perfect. The second thing, though, has to do with shiny lock. So, fortunately, though, every other Pokemon that you encounter in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are shiny huntable. So that's really, really exciting. That's super exciting. So all of those special encounters that you have with like Moltres and all the legendary birds, Mewtwo and whatnot, they are shiny huntable. So that's really, really exciting. Finally, a Pokemon generation where the legendaries, the mythicals, are not shiny locked. Now, I don't know specifically if that includes Mew, so the Mew that you get if you buy the Pokeball controller. I don't know if that's shiny resettable. Tune in, I will let you know later as the information comes through. But that's really, really exciting. Let's get talking about the shiny rates. Fortunately, the shiny rate is no different than Gen 7. So that means that in an encounter, you have a 1 in 3,096 chance to get a shiny, which is terrible odds. However, from the data leak, it seems like some of the information is telling you that there is a shiny re-roll integer. In other words, just like you had in X and Y, where the more encounters that you had, the better the chance of the IV, and ultimately the better the chance of the shiny. And so they might have bred that back into the game, which is really exciting, that the more encounters you have of the same Pokemon in the game, the higher the chance of the IVs and the higher the chance of the shinies. Looking into it, this picture was released, and I'm going to put it in front of my face. You can see here a few things. The IV integers, do incrementally increase as the number of encounters hit. But look here, every 10 it appears, the shiny integer changes. It seems like integer 1 is the base value, so it doesn't mean that you have any higher of a chance to get a shiny. But as you see, 11, 12, 13, that integer changed to 2. And then 20, 21, 22, the integer changed to 3. And then if you look, this picture only goes to 30 and 31, I believe. And that integer changes to the next value. And so, with that being said, it seems like the more encounters you get, the higher the chance. And so, I'm pretty excited about that. They're bringing chaining back. They're bringing back the old OG shiny hunting, which technically isn't the old OG. It's like Gen 5 and 6. But that was my favorite shiny gen. Now, in all seriousness, let's take this off and get into the nitty gritty. With soft resetting, everyone loves the soft reset key press that you have in, the 3DS. There is no indicator at this point that there is a quick soft reset key press. You're gonna have to home out of the game, push X, reset or close the software, and then reboot it. Soft resetting, unfortunately, isn't a thing until the game comes out. There's no indication that a soft reset key press is found, or whether it's even into the game. Last but not least, the fifth thing that has been released since this data dump this weekend. Good news, there is a shiny charm, and it can be obtained by getting all 150 Pokemon in the Pokedex, which is really exciting. In the other games, you'd have to get the same thing. Sometimes you'd have to get the whole National Dex, and that could be quite a few hundred Pokemon. I know in Ultra Sun and Moon there were more than just 150, and it was a little disheartening. But the good news is you only need 150 Pokemon in order for you to get that. And I don't believe, at least from what I read, you don't need to beat the game in order to get the shiny charm. Something that's really exciting is you can move all of your Pokemon from Pokemon Go to your Switch with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So what that means is you can just move all of the Pokemon, all the doubles, all of the whatever you have. If you got a living Dex in Pokemon Go, you'll be able to move all that over and get the shiny charm super fast. Also, for those first generation Pokemon that you have shiny hunted in Pokemon Go, you'll be able to move those over as well, and I'm really excited about that. Now, one thing to know, if you do that, and it will tell you in the game, you cannot move it back to Pokemon Go. So just know that once it moves, and this is typical of Pokemon, you can't move it back. Alright, Pokefans, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Those are 5 awesome things that have leaked with regards to shiny hunting. You know, with this most recent data dump for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Let me know, guys, down in the comments if you're Team Pikachu or if you're Team Eevee. I am Team Eevee, so hit that hashtag Team Eevee or Team Pikachu and let me know. Again, hit that like button if you like this content. If you want me to keep doing this or just to shut my mouth, then let me know as well. But I'm going to do it anyway because I love doing this stuff. Hopefully you guys have preloaded the game. I actually bought it at Best Buy, so I'll be picking it up Friday after work. I also got the edition where you have the Pokeball, and then I bought an extra Pokeball. So I will see you on Friday, on the 16th of November when it comes out. My son and I will be playing, and I will be sporting my shiny Umbreon. Let me know also, guys, down in the comments what your favorite shiny is. With that being said, thanks so much for joining me. Andy with Allgamesplayed, signing out.